Oh gosh.
Here we go. And here we
You
are.
love her.
It's Speakeasy on a Thursday night in the pub in Kitely. Yay! And today, Zom's here. So guess what we're going to do today, guys?
I have a spelling checker.
Ah, exactly. Can anybody remember
Yeah.
where we got up to last time?
Wow.
Hmm.
Where is? I have to open.
We got almost till the end.
No.
No, we didn't. It might have felt like it, but no, about halfway through.
I think. I think now we have
Wait,
to
do you-
start
do you
right
have
with
the link?
air. It's quite a feat. So
Yeah, I can give you the
Because we
link.
did-
I can give you the link. Hang on.
now spelling does not phase me. We did that. So I think it's the next stanza.
Okay.
So
Are you sure we did that? Now spelling does not faze me?
yeah, I think I'm not so sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, either we did it, either we are at it at this point.
Yeah, I think that's where we got to. I think. I know we did the one before.
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
pretty sure about it too. Yes, yeah, probably we are at this stanza. We haven't done this one.
Yeah,
Now
I
spelling
think so.
does not.
I think so.
Sorry? Which one?
The
Which
one that
paragraph?
starts now spelling. I will write it down. Well, I'm too slow. Now spelling doesn't not those. Oh, I'm not writing correctly.
Okay.
If you look for this, you should
Yeah.
find it in.
It's about halfway down the page, but I can type it up into cut and paste it into chat. Okay. So
Like you did last time, yeah.
yeah, I think it's easier that way, especially if people have got a slow connection. Okay,
Sure.
so obviously we have to read it out as it is written to start with. So Zom, you're on. And this one's really difficult.
Fair enough. I want you to do the point. Now spelling does not faze me. It does not bring a tear. My papers hold you glad then, with wrapped words fair as hair.
Okay, wrapped. You'd say this wrapped.
Wrapped.
Wrapped, yeah. To wrap is the verb. Okay, very good. Well done. I would say my papers.
Yeah,
My pay purrs, because it's like my pay is purring.
Yeah, my pay purrs. And then it's all you glad then. But it doesn't
Do
make
you
sense,
glad den? Do you glad den? Because then it's like
You
glad
glad den.
is working. Glad is working like an adjective for den. I don't know what a glad den would be.
What is a den? A den is, for me, it's for the chook. It's a place where you put the chook or stuff, and animals.
What's a chook for the other people here? What's a chook?
Chicken.
A chicken,
Sorry.
yes. I know
So
what
sorry,
it
so
is,
sorry,
but
guys.
I'm like, it's where you put the chook, mate. Yeah, no, that's
Oh.
I would not put a chicken in a den. A chicken might find
So
a
in a
den
den-
to hide
Box?
from. It's a coop, chicken coop. Okay. A den
Okay.
is more
All
for
right.
animals, yes, but it's where animals hide. And also men like to have a den, okay, where they can go and do manly
Hey,
things. Yeah. They go, like a
so
man
the shed,
cave nowadays.
man shed.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, a
All
man
right.
cave, but a den. And
Yeah, why doesn't?
as children, you might build a den for like a secret club, somewhere to go and hide away from the parents and adults. Yeah, a
Ah,
den.
yeah.
Is it underground?
Not necessarily anywhere that's hidden away. And then, of course, you can have a den of iniquity, which is great fun. Has
Den of
anybody
ini-
ever been into a den of iniquity?
I don't even understand what it means.
Okay, it's basically somewhere that's a very bad
Not
reputation.
yet.
Very bad reputation.
Uh,
Immoral,
with,
illegal sort of thing.
prostitution.
All sorts. Drinking. This pub, for some people, this
Booze,
pub would be a den of
dancing.
iniquity. Yeah, absolutely.
This pub?
Yeah. It's
Okay.
got alcohol in it. What a den of iniquity. Yeah.
Just
It's-
because
it's
I've got
perspective
alcohol at my
matters. I mean,
place,
to me, it's
it's
just a
not
pub,
den.
but nightclubs can be dens of iniquity, drug dealing, etc., wild dancing. It all depends on your
Your place can
perspective.
be too.
I think
there
so,
is
yeah.
alcohol at
Yeah.
place. Wine.
Oh,
Okay. Yes.
Rima, you've just put it is. I'm regular. Okay, I'm very glad to hear you're regular. Does that mean you've been eating your prunes? Yeah,
You
I'm
said,
a
like-
regular. I'm a regular. If you say to somebody I'm regular, it tends to mean your bowel movements, okay? Your doctor might ask you,
Go about
are
to
you
bathroom, go
regular?
about to
Now, you know how I say to you that articles are important? Now you know why.
Yeah.
As she's streaming around, I'm not. Everybody's going to to listen to this.
Yeah, but it's a good example. Okay, so, very well done to you, Zom. What should it say?
So now spelling does not phase. I'm not sure, but I don't know. Not is not. I don't know. Spelling does not phase. Phase. I don't know.
Yeah, it's a verb that's needed there, and phase written with a PH is a noun. You know, oh, she's going through a phase, a teenage phase. But to phase someone means to disturb them or to worry them. That question really
phase?
phased me. Type it up. Yes, F-A-Z-E. Yeah, that's it. Now spelling does. Now the first one, there's a miswritten word before that though. Now spelling does.
N-O-T.
Yes, N-O-T, not K-N-O-T. Does everybody know what K-N-O-T is? Not?
Yeah. When you have a string of something and you fold it. When you do you. Oh gosh, I can't speak. Not. How can you explain a knot?
Can be several things.
For me, you've
One
got a
is-
string of. Yeah.
One is speed unit, a
Yes.
measurement
Oh
unit.
yeah. That's.
Another
Are
thing
you wishing
is
you thought
what
of that
you-
one, Zom?
Yeah.
What you
Sorry.
tie from your shoes.
No,
The
no, no, no,
shoelaces,
no,
you
no.
knot them.
No, you don't want to knot your shoelaces because then they wouldn't come undone. You tie a bow. You tie your shoelaces, okay?
Okay.
You tie.
You knot
You
the
can
waist
tie.
bag,
In a.
the waist basket bag. Maybe you knot it. The waist basket, the waist, the bag where you throw away the rubbish. at home, you knot it before throwing it away.
Oh, right, yes, the bag, the plastic bag. I've got you now. Okay, yes, when you're...
But rope sailors.
Yeah, exactly. It's
When
much
they-
better, Rima. Yeah, sailors tie knots in ropes to stop ships from sailing away or to stop the sails from falling down. So yeah, a knot is normally tied in a rope or a piece of string. Or and if you do tie a knot in your shoelaces, you might have to cut them undone, because the idea of a knot is it's secure and it doesn't come undone easily. Whereas a bow, you normally tie your shoelaces in a bow, which is easy. And as we know, don't we, Zom? They've proven how to tie your shoelaces so that they don't come undone accidentally. Yet sailing knots, exactly. Macrame as well. Macrame is the art of knotting things. But don't tell somebody to get knotted, because that's rude.
No,
Okay.
there is always a third, not a
Because-
second, but a third meaning.
Oh, always. Especially...
To go to some bad place.
I'm sorry, Rima?
When you say to someone to get knotted, to go to somewhere,
place.
some bad
Yeah.
place.
Yeah, go away. Get knotted. I'm not listening
Oh,
to
go
you.
away.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
not a rude word. Okay.
It is rude. Yeah, it is rude. But you can
It
tie...
is rude, but it's
Okay,
not
what's...
like swearing.
You still get into trouble at school if you told your teacher to get knotted. Now, what if you tie... What if two people tie the knot? What does that mean? Rima, I believe you've tied the knot.
People tie the knot, like as a sailor tie the knot, or
No, two people who were in love tie the knot.
Gosh.
oh,
Is
get
voice
married,
what?
maybe.
Yeah, to get married. Yeah, to tie the knot can mean to get married. It's an idiom, to get married. Okay.
Oh, okay.
To tie knots to get married.
Not
What?
to tie
Why
knots.
Why not? Why not?
It's-
That's not fair.
It's
So when you get married, you should tie, not make a knot.
Yeah,
It
to
should be like your
tie
shoelaces.
the knot. But don't
That's
say
like-
knots. We don't tie the knots. You tie the knot. If you're in knots, then you're worried. You're yeah. If you're tied in knots, then it basically means you feel really nervous. Yeah. My stomach felt like it was tied in knots. Yeah.
Ah, okay.
And that's so careful of the word knots. Totally different to tie the knot.
So-
My stomach felt
What's the difference? What's the difference in when you've got butterflies in your stomach?
that can be
and,
nice.
your stomach.
That can be nice. Butterflies are nice. They're cute and they're just like you're nervous, but it's a nice
Romance.
nervous.
People romance.
Yeah, it's so like
Ah,
I'm
okay.
in love. But if you're really worried, if you're really concerned, then you feel like, oh God, no, and your stomach's tied in knots and you've got no appetite, and yeah, you don't want that kind of feeling. That's a more negative feeling. Okay.
Right. Okay.
And don't tie yourself in knots. Okay.
Tie a stress.
So
Few
Yeah,
take it
knots.
yeah.
suicide.
Yeah. Don't tie yourself in knots over it. It's only English. Okay, so now spelling does not faze me. Faze, F-A-Z-E, not N-O-T.
Okay.
We've got the next one is the same not, of course. It does not bring. And then there's one more in there.
It does not bring a tear. It's this one. T-E-A-R.
That's it. The tear you cry. What's that first one? Tear with an I-E. What would that indicate? It's got a little bit to do
One
with
third.
being tying the knot.
It's to me it's this. No?
No, that's a third.
No. Oh, bugger. I don't know then.
Okay. Does anybody watched? Oh, Rima, you were in the session. What was the really expensive wedding cake? What did it look like?
Huh?
Wedding cake from.
Three stories. No?
It's not. No, you.
Typical.
Yeah, it's not stories in a
That's from
cake.
Kate Middleton and.
It's a cake,
About-
it's not
Yeah.
stories, but it's it's one stage
I-
on one top of one level.
Yeah, but you wouldn't say
Uh-huh.
stories. That's for buildings. So the building next to us has several stories. Okay, but a wedding cake has tiers, levels. Yeah, but we call them tiers. Okay.
Oh,
And we were looking at this
just,
particular one, William and Kate's, because somebody sold a piece of it on eBay. How crass! But anyhow, that's that's different tiers. So that's a multi-tiered
Very
cake.
expensive piece of cake.
Yes,
oh gosh.
I think there's 8 tiers on that one, but don't quote me on it. It's very pretty, but ridiculous. Totally unnecessary.
Well, I don't even know if it's good actually when you know that people keep that for years. Well, anyway, I'm French. I'm just French, so just forget what I've just said. But I wouldn't eat anything from
How about this
kind of
one?
cakes. Okay, let's have a look. This is a cake.
I believe so.
Forget about it. Not for me.
No, not for me either. Oh, well. Okay, so tier, as in the tear you cry, not the tier of a wedding cake. Now, you can also have tiers in programming, I believe. You've got multiple tiers in different programs, but yeah, that's in networks, I mean. Different network tiers and security tiers, because it's like layers, yeah? The tiers of networks. Okay, so you could literally say there's no authority that defines tiers of networks participating in the internet. Okay, and storage tiers and tiered networks and tiered systems. But when I hear the word tier like that, I think weddings. I just can't help it. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, this one's a really horrible one. So what's the first error in here?
The first one is easy, so I'll let the boys do it. It's for you guys. It's too easy for me. And then afterwards, I don't know.
You're such a gamer.
Yes, it's true.
Any ideas what the first mistake is? Anybody?
My paper.
Yay! What should it be? How should it be spelt?
Oh, I'm not good in spelling.
I know. Okay, papers. Papers. My papers.
Ah, I forgot the
Yeah,
S.
yeah.
Yeah, my favorite.
Okay, and the next one?
I don't know. I don't understand the sentence. Yeah, all. I
Well
would say
done.
the same
Yeah,
as Oscar.
all. Well done, Oscar. Yeah, all. My papers all.
You glad.
We had due before. Can you remember what due was meant to be?
No, forgot.
Ready to, or about to. The bus is due, it's about to come.
Do. Oh.
My papers
Do.
all do. Yeah.
But how it can be pronounced? Due and do, it's totally.
Yeah, but remember, this
Different in
isn't about being
pronounce.
pronounced. This is about the spell checker not picking up the mistake. Due, when something is due, like a bill is due. Yeah, my electricity bill is due, which means I have to pay it. Okay,
Yeah.
you have to pay it.
Look.
Whereas do, as you know, is to do, to carry out an activity, to do something, yeah? So do you do, but of course the spelling checker won't get it. So my papers all do. Next one?
Well, I don't know. I would just say gladden because it's a
Yeah,
word. But,
yeah. My papers all do gladden. Yeah, well done.
Hey, your turn, boys.
stay the same.
I think
My
so,
papers.
yes. Yeah. My papers all do gladden with...
Right. Right words. Fairs here. Fairs. Fairs here. Fairs here. Fairs here. I don't know. My paper. All gladden with right. Stuck. Your help, guys. With wrapped words, fair as here. It can't be wrapped. Wrapped is a right or
No.
not?
No. I would say not. This is a really tough
My-
one.
My paper.
So,
Uh,
wrapped,
my
it's like
pa-
wrapping. Because it sounds as well like this, but
Yes.
As
Well
haven't.
done.
it is this one?
Yes.
Because I haven't deciphered.
So words that fascinate. Yeah.
My papers all do gladden with wrapped words. Fair as here. Fair.
Fair. Something is fair.
Yeah. Well done.
Anyway, fair
Fair.
Her.
That's it.
as here.
Yeah.
Here.
Here as
My
in
paper
here, as in where we are. We're here in the pub. And wrapped means fascinating words. Okay. So my papers...
Oh, wrapping.
Yes.
Wrapping. Okay.
Wrapped as in fascinating words, as fair as these. Okay.
Okay.
So really difficult one. Well done. Well done. Now,
Even
wrapped.
I
Wrapped.
couldn't understand. I couldn't have understood it.
No, well, that's why we're doing it together, because doing it on your own is impossible. So wrapped comes from to wrap. Yeah. So you wrap presents. Okay.
Yeah.
Nothing to do, and wrapped has got nothing to do with rap. That's, yo, I was walking down the street. Whatever. Let's not go there.
Oh, very good.
Continue. Go on, Liam. You are good indeed.
With my English speaking posse. But wrapped in this context would mean just fascinating and just absorbed by something. Okay.
I didn't know that about that side of yours.
That side of what?
Oscar?
That facet of yours?
Facet?
Which facet would that be? I am multifaceted.
As a singer.
Oh, as a singer. Yeah, did you not know? I'm a real cool.
Oh, Oscar.
I'm a real cool rap artist. Hey, no, there is a rapping. No, there is a rapping English teacher on YouTube. He does a lot of rapping with his students, and much better
that's
than me.
good.
Yeah, no, he's really good. He's really good.
That would be
But,
great.
yeah, just I think if you just Google YouTube rapping teacher, as in rapping, not. Oh, I can't type. Rapping, not.
Because
like
rap is
Christmas
good to
rapping.
get the rhythm of words.
Yeah, it is, and it really gets the kids going as well. I think it's even been in some, face-offs with young dudes. I cannot rap.
with
I
young
cannot rap.
dudes.
Even if I'm given the words. No, even if I'm given the words, I can't rap. I just can't do it. I've just not got the groove at all. But never
Really?
mind. No, it's really. Oh, maybe
funny
we'll have
because
to
you
have a
sing-
rapping session at some point. We'll get some rap songs and try
Oh,
to see if we can do them.
I'm in on that. I
Excellent.
can't sing, but I can speak, so it could be fun.
Yeah.
Really fun.
Excellent.
I'm so sorry, but don't count on me.
Why not?
Oh,
I'm very bad.
No, but so am I.
Hey,
That's the whole point, Oscar. When you go to karaoke, you don't want to hear the people who are good. And, if I want to hear the people who are good,
Yeah.
I'll tune into Radio
I'm
1
all
or you want to hear the really bad ones.
I'm awful, Oscar, but it's good fun.
It's
and
fun.
If
Yes.
Yeah.
I
and
agree.
when you are not so good, and there are people that are not so good as well, then here is a fun. If everybody sings, it's okay. Some people have got it and have got a beautiful singing voice and whatsoever, and fair enough. But it doesn't prevent us to have some fun as well. We shouldn't belittle ourselves. We just want to make noise.
Yep.
Yeah.
Let's make some
I make
noise.
noise. I'm bad. I'm really
But
bad at singing,
Oscar's-
I can tell you.
Oscar did sing nicely. He is jolly good fellow. In Spanish.
I did. I don't
Yes,
remember
yes.
that. Yeah.
Yeah,
I did
remember
something.
that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yes, during my wake, during Zeb's wake, we're singing.
Oh yeah.
He's a very good
Fortunately,
fellow. He has a fantastic voice. I remember that.
There is no streaming
Yeah.
record.
I sound the same when I sing.
Oh, what a
It's not
shame.
streaming.
I'd pay to hear that.
I do it without cameras.
There is a fantastic song, which I'm up for that. I'm up for a bit of rapping on a Thursday night down in the Speakeasy.
Me too. I mean too. I
Excellent.
think it could be really fun. Yeah, I would take part.
We'll have to
And I
be
can tell you,
careful which
Oscar,
songs we choose because a lot of rap songs are not
Good
suitable.
thing.
But you will not have to stream, and that's it.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
Each
We
other
don't
here.
understand them.
It doesn't matter. Oh, there's a fantastic. Actually, you're quite right. There's a fantastic. I think it's on the magazine. There's a fantastic advert with some people who are obviously learning English singing along to a rap song, and it's absolutely disgusting, and they don't realise what they're singing.
Yeah. Even in
Very
your
funny.
mother tongue, it's
Yeah.
very difficult.
Yes, absolutely. Okay, so any questions about that first?
Can you
Verse.
can you just type down the correct not the correct the deciphered version of it?
The original version or the corrected version?
No, the one deciphered, the one we have worked out
Okay,
what it should be. So phase, can you repeat what it means? I've forgotten already. Now
phase.
spelling
If
does
you
not-
phase somebody, F-A-Z-E, it means you worry them. Okay, that last question on the exam paper really phased me. As in, I didn't understand
okay.
it. I was just totally confused and worried by it. Yeah, to be phased
Yeah,
by
right.
something. Okay, I think this poem can phase people. I'll be honest, but.
Mm.
Oh, it phased me actually.
Yeah.
Some many parts of it.
Okay.
Okay, and with what it should be. You've got
Oh
it.
yes, you didn't put correct version of
This is
this.
the original version.
Oh, sorry. I thought you were asking for the original version.
No, I
Oh,
want the
okay. Oh,
corrected
hang on
one.
then. I haven't actually typed it up yet, but I can do it very quickly.
Uh-huh.
So did I, Lynn.
thought you had it. I thought it was just a copy.
No,
paste. I
I've
thought we were
been
ready with
I've
the-
been pasting it into bit by bit. Okay,
Okay, all right. Sorry.
that's okay. Don't worry.
We are very demanding guys, but
You are very. Luckily, I'm pretty good at this. So
But
one
to
of
say
my
we,
superpowers is typing. So there you go.
I prepare all to gladden with wrapped words. Fair as here.
Now that's a
Okay.
bit. Remember, this is a poem, so it's a bit of literary English. You wouldn't say with wrapped words "fair as here" but you might. It's a bit Shakespearean, to be honest. But they're using that
Okay,
to
alright.
make it fit. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So next
So the guys-
one. Oh, sorry. Yes.
No,
on.
no, nobody is going to read it to read the corrected version.
Oh yeah. That's true. So Rima, could you read the corrected version?
Okay. I can try. Now spelling does not faze me. It does not bring a tear. My papers all do gladden with wrapped words fair as here.
Very good.
Yeah,
Well
excellent.
done. Okay, so Rima. That's your next. Okay. If you would like, if you'd like to try reading out that one, it's not as bad as the first. That was a really tough one. So well done, all of you. But this one's not as tough.
To write with care is quite a feat, of which one should be proud, and we must do the best we can. See flows are not allowed.
Okay, so not C. That's C, and that's C.
So,
That's so.
I always
So.
So CC.
Oh yes.
Okay, it's a homophone. To sew.
So.
Yeah. Sew a needle full of thread, la, a noodle full of salty, a drip with jam and bread. La 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 la. Okay, so to sew. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Very
I'm
good.
sorry. There is a few swearing words out of my mouth, but I will control it for the next.
Okay.
I'm going to control that.
For the
Sorry,
rapping
guys.
session.
So let's have a look at the first line. Where do you think the
Rapping
first?
words are not for me.
Oh, I just realised my mic's muted. Okay, so let's look at that first line.
I was thinking that you're ignoring me again.
Yeah, I
was telling you off, but you'll never know now what I
we
said.
need a twin session. She will be silent, just ignoring us.
Okay, so where do you think in the first line of that verse, where do you think the first mistake is?
Easy.
Yeah,
Yes,
I think so.
to write. Now, what is right with an R?
A tradition, something
Yeah.
new that repeats itself over time, a habit.
Yeah,
Custom.
it can be any. It's rather solemn, yeah, and a custom, but it's a custom that you can say lots of things are customary, yeah. But a rite involves some kind of rules and regulations of how things should be done. So a lot of rites are carried out in churches, etc., religious rites. Then you have the
like
last.
as if there is.
It's more than etiquette. It's more than etiquette. Etiquette can be,
it's more
yeah,
than that.
etiquette can be how to make a cup of tea. But if you turn making a cup of tea into a rite, you have to do it in the right order. Okay, so you've got 3 words here, have you noticed? Right is a lovely homophone, because you've got right, right, right,
Huh?
and right.
What is the third one?
Oh, that's the great for
what is
Maki's
the
thread.
third one?
Similar
Right.
words.
Ah, right. Wrote is iron. Iron.
Yes,
When you work
wrought
the
iron, that's it. And then right and
Okay.
left, of course. Okay, so don't you just love it? So it's more than etiquette. It really is. Not just the things we do, but the sort of way we do them. So we often talk about religious rites, and you might have heard of the last rites.
And the rituals come from this word or not?
I don't know. Ritual might do. I don't know. I think it's got
Okay.
more.
The last rites.
And we also have a rite of passage.
Huh? Rites of passage.
It's an interesting
Passage
word.
where?
Ah, into life. Yeah, a rite of passage is something. Sometimes in the past, young men would be sent out to kill a lion or something. Even now, the Maasai, I think they have to go out, and they're allowed to. They're one of the few people who are allowed to kill.
And they get a tattoo.
Yeah,
Then they get
that's
a
it. And
tattoo
that's
and
their
they are a
rite of
man.
passage from being a boy to a man. Okay.
Ah, it's called a
So
rite
like
of
ritual.
passage.
It is like a ritual, but much more fixed
It's
than
stronger.
a ritual. Yeah,
Stronger.
Official.
it really is.
Official.
Yeah. And the last rites, anybody know what the last rites are? You'll find out one day.
As when you die.
Oh,
Yes.
amazing.
Yes.
Yeah.
One day. If she says one day.
Yeah. The last rite meant to prepare your soul for death. and you can be absolved from all your sins. It's very convenient, I always find. It's a Catholic tradition, so it's like, I'm really sorry about all those bad things I did. Oh, that's all right then. Off you go. Say hello
Well,
to.
I would like to stay if you don't mind.
But yes, so that's right. To write is right. To write with care. Where's the next one, do you think?
The last word, I think.
Yes.
To write with fair is quite a feat.
Yeah, feet. So what's a feet? I mean, you know what feet are. That's two, you've got one foot. You've got a left foot and a right foot. They're both your feet. If you're lucky, you've got a left foot and a right foot. They're your feet, plural of foot. But feet with an A? Has anybody carried out any feat recently?
Huh? I don't know what it means.
Have you
Have
you achieved a great feat recently?
No, I go to work every day.
Oh, well, that can be a feat in itself.
Well,
It's an achievement. A feat is an achievement. Okay.
feat is an achievement.
Yes,
Okay.
a big
regular
achievement.
one or something
No, it's a
exceptional?
big achievement. Getting out of bed in the morning is not a feat unless you had a really heavy night the day before.
Mm.
Well,
Then
I'm
it's
sorry,
quite a
I disagree
feat.
with that.
Somebody just went, that sounded like somebody who knows what a feat it can be. It can be a triumph, it can be but it's a strong word, okay, but you can use it as as a joke. You can use most English words as a joke, to be honest.
But defeat, maybe they use just to add prefix.
Yeah, defeat, as in the opposite of a feat. But don't confuse it with,
Clever you.
yeah.
I've never realized that.
But don't
Okay,
confuse it with the
defeat.
way this one. I saw defeat. Sometimes, especially if you were in my Jamaican English class, you would have known that D, when in Jamaican English, is often the. Yeah, I saw a defeat. I saw the feet. Sorry, I'm being silly now.
Oh gosh.
I honestly haven't got any
Okay.
beer in front of me whatsoever. But yeah, so defeat, yes, absolutely. Feat, defeat. The failure as opposed to the success. Well done. Okay, next
Yeah.
line then. I think that's that one. I think we've done
Oh,
well
it's
there.
an easy one.
Yeah.
Oh, to me. Which one should be proud?
Yes. So which and which, even though I know there's a WH there, don't let it confuse you. It's a homophone. Which and which. We don't aspirate which anymore. Okay. You might
Are you
hear
used
some
to?
people. Yeah. Which one?
Which?
Yeah.
Which?
Which?
Oh gosh.
What?
Katie, which?
What? Which? Well, it's like rolling your R's. We don't do that anymore either. So things have changed. Okay. So which tends to not be aspirated. What tends not to be aspirated. But you might still hear some people saying, which one?
Okay.
Yes.
Which one?
Of which one should... Not we proud. Where did you get we from? It still should be proud. You're making up your own poem, aren't you?
Yes, always.
Okay, well done. Now, the next one, not quite as easy. Oh, everybody knows what a witch is, yes?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
good. Okay.
She's a
I
witch,
couldn't
guys.
resist it. You weren't meant to know what it meant, and then I could have done my witch's cackle.
That's not for witches, honestly. That's a caricature. I will not accept that.
Do you think I'm disrespecting witches?
Exactly.
They'll put a curse
You
on
are
me.
present in a very ugly way.
Yes, well
The
done.
one
Yeah,
that
Oscar's well ahead of us. We must do. Well done, Rima, as
Best
well.
we can.
Yeah, the best we
Yeah.
can. Okay. Now,
Excellent, Oscar.
we can.
We beat.
Yeah, pee, piss.
Eat
Urine.
a little of something.
Yeah.
Eat something.
It can also mean urine.
Oh, that's
Not
good.
urine again, Lynn.
I'm so sorry, but yes. Oh, that's a terrible thing to say, isn't it? No, not urine. Hey, that was not my fault, Rima. That was April, okay? All those bodily fluids.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's
pee,
not wrong.
wee.
That's not
Yeah.
I probably
So-
have to watch this replay.
So when now up north in Scotland, you're quite right, Zom. And in Ireland, you'll be offered a wee dram, which is a little drinky, a little whiskey, a wee dram. Can I
Yeah.
serve you a wee dram? But we can also be slang for having
Yes, of course you can.
having a wee. Okay, so pee, wee, urine, yeah, all little words for that. So you need
Very
the context for
funny
that
words
one.
to
You really need the context for that one. Okay, and must, the way it's written here, must.
Yeah, what does it mean? I don't know this
Mm.
word.
Have you never must somebody?
Somebody.
Hmm.
No,
The verb
probably not. I know
is
muster.
to muss. To muss.
What?
To muss.
Muss.
I could muss you up. Actually,
No,
Oscar,
you
I
wouldn't
have
dare.
to say, your hair looks a bit mussed. It does. It does look a bit mussed.
So you haven't combed your hair.
Yeah,
So,
messy.
she's acting like a mom. She's Oscar, comb your hair. You're not going to work like this.
I just realized.
It's a
Yes.
mess.
Now you look.
Man. I look good. It's fashion.
Yeah, you're right in there with the kids, Oscar. No kids have straight, short back and sides anymore. It always looks must, and it's the windswept look, as they call it, or the surfer look. Yeah, the surfer look.
Surfer.
Yeah.
Let's leave. Okay.
Okay,
Why
so you're
the
right, but that
surfer?
is that must look, and it's especially true about hair. You can must someone's clothing just by sort of making it all out of true, sort of a bit wonky maybe, but hair is the one, and aunties do it a lot to nephews. They must their hair. They put the hand on top of the head and go sort of wobble it around. And,
Oh, that's
no,
awful.
don't must my it's fun. You obviously not got any nephews. It's great, especially if they've put a lot of gel in their hair and spent hours in front of the mirror. Auntie comes along and goes, "Oh, hello." No, Lynn, Auntie Lynn, no, don't.
You do that? Oh gosh, you're ugly.
It's a lesson in life. Okay, so the last line.
But why the surfer look?
Oh, have you never been
surfer-
surfing? You try and keep your hair
Surfing,
looking good.
Just on the
In the
internet.
sea? No, not surfing on the internet. Proper surfing. Surfer. You're not a surfer if you surf the internet. You're a geek. No, surfing in the sea.
Ah,
Surfing in the sea.
Surfing
ocean.
on the sea.
Yeah.
Oh, I
Your
have.
hair
Surf.
gets absolutely clogged up with
Opportunity.
salt and the wind and the sun, and then it gets all just. It's the surfer. I'll see if I can find a photo of a. I've got a couple of surfer friends, but surfer look hair. Oh yeah, surfer look haircut. There
Yeah,
you go.
okay. I know.
Just look it up.
Probably.
There he is, the surfer guy. How to grow your hair like a surfer. Cool men's hair. Well, I'm sorry. If you haven't surfed and you look like a surfer, you're not cool. You're just a wannabe. But it is that
You're
that
fake.
important to some people. Oh, there's a lady in her
how to
underwear.
grow
Sorry
your
about that.
hair like surfer.
Yeah.
Surfer have no time to grow their hair.
Exactly, it just is. But people like the look, and therefore they try to copy it, and then the magazines get in on it, and before you know it, it's to sell product. You can buy gel, yeah, that's meant to make your hair
What did
must.
you think with my picture?
Picture. In your dreams.
Can you not-
No, in mine. You got it.
Exactly.
Oscar is Brad Pitt, brother.
Notice the flag.
Okay, and the last... We're not going to finish this tonight, you know. Okay, the last line.
Okay, I got the last one, I think.
Okay.
Flows. That's the same word, no?
Yeah, it is. Now, I would have written it differently. In fact, I might change it because I would have written it as... What word could you write instead of flaws?
Instead of flows, with same pronunciation.
Yeah.
Flows. Ah.
Flow or something. The flow of the water.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's
Flowing.
flows. That would be flows. Now, I'm thinking about something that
Oh.
rhymes
it's not the
with...
same.
Is a homophone as flaws.
Floors. Not that. No, this. No, floors. It's not.
No, not that. No, this. I don't know what you're talking about. I can't help you.
Yeah, sorry. I'm typing and erasing and typing and erasing.
Sorry.
Floors. Because it sounds like that, but it's not a
No,
word.
that's not. I
Is
don't
it?
think that's a word. Yeah, well done, Oscar. Flaws.
Oh,
Plural
and
of
what
floor.
does that mean?
Flaws. Flaws.
Yeah.
Oh, bravo, Oscar.
Yeah, well
What are
done.
floors?
Have you never
Thank
sat
you.
on the floor?
But it means nothing.
Floor.
So floors. But what
Oscar
it means when
is
it
sitting
comes
on the
to-
floor. Oscar is sitting on the floor.
And when it comes to word, what does that mean? When you write
What does it
something.
mean? You mean in the sentence, in this
Yeah, I'm
sentence?
saying I would have
How to
written.
put-
No, I'm saying that's how I would have written. I'm going to change it so it says so floors, FLOORS, rather than FLAUWS. Okay, maybe that's where you're confused. You are correct. It should be floors, but I think it would be better if we wrote in the misspelt poem floors, FLOORS.
And what would it mean then?
Nothing.
That's the question,
It's,
because I don't understand the meaning.
Nothing. Oh, okay.
it's nonsense.
In the original.
Yeah.
In original. You should be...
Oh my God.
Okay, so you would have. Okay. You.
I'm going to
so you want
change
to
it so that it's
You are editing.
floors.
You are editing the poem, right?
Yeah,
You are
yeah.
editing the
Yeah.
poem.
Yeah, I'm going to edit
Okay,
it so
alright.
that it's more wrong.
Okay, I've understood now.
I'm so sorry, your brain must have been exploding there. Hang on, I'm just going to order myself a fun. Hang on. Can I have a fun, please?
No fun.
You're going to do it on the magazine? No.
No, in the website. Yeah, I'll change it. These things aren't written in gold. They're not struck in
So, and
gold.
she's going to write edited by Lynn Hand.
Probably. Well, I get grief if I don't, because then people say that's not what it said. Yeah, I edited it. So what? Sue me. Okay. In fact, I can see loads I could do here. Gosh, I've never realised. I guess because I just.
Uh-huh. Poor
Okay.
beginners. She did
Thank
that
you.
with the beginners level, guys. Can you imagine?
I know. Oh, the poor little sausages. Okay. Oh, hang on. No, we don't want to do that one first. We want to do the corrected version. So, Oscar,
Yeah.
if you would like to read out the corrected version.
Sure. To write with care is quite a feat, of which one should be proud, and we must do the best we can, so flaws are not allowed.
Very good. Well done. Beautifully read.
But and anybody read the initial original version or not? I don't remember.
Yes, Rima did.
Ah, okay, all right. Forgot.
You didn't you, Rima?
Yes.
Yes,
Because I
yes,
read
yes.
the corrected version. Of,
Don't do that to me.
Yeah, I'm not
Don't do that
sure.
to me, Tom. I'm like, am I dreaming?
I think he read the corrected version of the first stanza, but not the.
Yes, he read. Well,
Okay.
you can check in
All
the
right.
Yes, I
recording.
will immediately.
Okay,
This
I
is-
will watch,
This
the
is
replay,
why.
so no
This is
problem.
why I stream. Now you know. So we can just say, just watch the replay. Let me know what really happened.
No, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter at all.
Exactly.
It seems like Zom has just waked up. What happened today,
By the way,
Tom?
Zom.
Well, it's not just today. It's not just today, Oscar. I can tell you, I'm very happy to be there. But yes, I'm a little bit wound up, so I'm just letting go.
You're a bit stressed.
Oh,
Okay. Oscar, by the way, Zom has just woken up.
oh, sorry. Yes. Yeah.
Good. Okay, Oscar, could you read out the original of the mistake poem?
Yes, of course. I strike a key and type a word and wait for it to say whether I am wrong or right. It shows me straight away.
Yeah, good.
Very
I think
good,
it's
but
good.
at the end, straight away. Not straight away. Straight away would be correct. Straight
Yeah.
away. It shows
Go
me
on,
something,
straight.
yeah?
Wait. Yes.
It's really
They gave
difficult
us
to
a
read
hint.
something wrong, I know.
For the
Yes.
next. For
'Cause
the
you're-
next.
But your brain is trying to correct it as you read it. It really is. So the first word, dead easy, I think.
Yeah.
Okay. Now I'll again,
Yeah.
not to confuse you, but I'm going to change the key to key. Okay, because I think key would be
Oh.
better, wouldn't it? Don't you think? In the misspelt version, key. Okay.
Yeah. You want to replace key by K?
Key.
No, you say key as well.
Yeah.
Key,
Oh,
key, key.
Quay is
Key.
it's key.
Yes. Now you'd only need to
Okay.
know that if you'd been boating, sailing, yeah. Then you tie up alongside on the quay, okay. When you
On the
to
quay,
load and
oh.
unload, yeah. The key of the docks, yeah.
Not K.
Not K, key.
Oh.
That's
We
why I
call
think
it
it would
key.
be great in this poem. I'm going to change it to say that. So, but anyhow, it says key. It says
We
key.
will let the cat out of the...
She's having fun, guys. She's having fun at the same time.
Of course.
Being honest.
Okay, so the next mistake is on the next line, actually.
This sentence is good. I strike a key and type a word. Is it
Yes.
good?
Once you've put
Okay.
once you've
mistake.
replaced I with
I.
yeah, with I,
Yes.
the personal pronoun, not I as
Pronoun,
in my I.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So second line.
Yeah, second line.
Which-
And
Need to wait.
wait for it to say.
Mhm.
Yes, exactly. As I
Uh,
said, Oscar wrote. Great, Oscar.
Well done, Oscar. Yes, I love that. Oh yes, I can correct that and wait for it to say. Yeah, that's what it says. Well done. Okay, don't forget it's, and wait for it.
But-
Yeah, well done. You've
So
corrected yourself. Good.
it's funny. Four and four. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's
Yep.
not the same pronunciation as
It's
4,
four.
is it?
Yes.
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
I'm just realizing
And
that my
four.
pronunciation is off.
There's also four, which is what you shout when you're playing golf and you're about to hit the ball. You shout four.
Yeah.
Okay. So 4, 4, 4,
It will
all
never
the
happen
same.
for me. Because I don't play golf. And have no intention to.
Well, you can go to the
All right.
4. Okay. You can go to the 4, which is in front. Okay. Fore and aft, in fact.
Forehand.
Yeah, forehand, fore, aft, again on a boat. So on a ship,
Ah,
the
yeah.
fore, at the fore, you're at
Yeah.
the front of the ship, and aft, I think you're at the back of the ship. Don't quote me on that. Okay, so
Yeah,
fore
I'm not
has
so
lots
sure.
of different
It's not
meanings.
the other way around.
Back and forth. Is
Yeah,
it
but that's fourth.
fourth, yeah.
Yeah, back and forth, which also rhymes, of course, with fourth. And
Oh, boy.
yeah,
Oh my god.
there is a
Aw.
reason this poem's on the network. You know, it is fantastic. It's very clever. I'm gonna make it even cleverer.
Yeah, I'm very happy we are doing it in a session, actually.
Yeah, yeah, no, it's great. Well done. Well done. It was a good idea. Okay, so, and wait for it. And the next bit?
Whether I am wrong or right. So,
There's
Rema,
another one. No, there's another one in there. There's another mistake.
Where? In the second line?
Wait.
Whether
second
I'm wrong
line.
or right.
No, in the second line, there's another one. And wait for it
2.
Two.
to.
Oh.
Not to say, it's
To.
wait for it to
To,
say.
to.
To say.
Two,
Yeah.
two, two.
Yes,
So-
exactly. To. Yes, that's it. And wait for it to say. Okay, so next one.
So Rema typed it down.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I didn't notice it.
Oh, I'm just telling
But
you.
with mistake and Zom corrected me.
Yeah, that's
I-
it. Did the job. We are a good team, Rema.
Oh,
Yeah.
very good. Yeah, perfect. What a team.
Fist bump. Fist bump.
Okay.
See? She's
So
going to stay silent.
again, you've got weather and weather. Okay. Again, that WH, we don't aspirate it. Weather. I mean, some people do, but a lot of people don't. So it can also be a homophone. Weather and weather. There's a little rhyme. Let me think. How does it go? It's on the English magazine.
It's weather.
Ooh.
It's a silly poem.
It's a silly poem, yeah. I'm just trying to remember.
I love. But there are so many.
Oh, I know. I know. See if I can find it, because it's a great one if you want. Ah, here it is. It's number 13. Gosh, that was a long time ago. So, I can't believe it's that long ago. It is, though.
Can
So
you read
it
it?
basically goes, whether
It's-
the weather be cold or whether the weather be hot, we'll weather the weather, whatever the weather, we'll weather it like it or not.
Aha, okay, I'm not going to read that.
Oh, go on! Go on, give it a go, give it a go.
Whether the weather be cold or whether the weather be hot, we'll weather the weather, whatever the weather will weather it, like it or not.
Very
Well.
good. Because, of course, weather,
Brava, good.
very good. Weather has two meanings. Weather's got more than one meaning. You've got the weather we often
Yeah.
talk about on the network, but you can weather something. Something can look weathered when it's been aged. Yeah, weathered wood. Looks like it's been out in the wet. And also, you can weather something by surviving it. So we'll weather the weather means we'll survive the weather.
Okay.
And of course,
and you can weather only the weather, or you can weather other things.
you can
when you
weather
survive.
leather by aging it. Yeah, you can. Honestly, people will buy aged, something that looks aged and worn. So
Yeah.
in that way, something that looks worn. So weathered can
Like
be.
second hand.
Yeah, but not just second hand, but worn with patina. They often talk about patina. Yeah. If you look for
Like shabby.
weathered wood, okay.
Ah, yes, it's very beautiful actually.
Yeah,
And people are
exactly. It's
looking
just
for
got
that
more character. It's got more character.
Yeah.
Okay. And people weather wood deliberately just to make it look old. It's crazy. You got lovely, bright new wood, and you deliberately weather it.
Oh, like to look like antique.
Yeah, well, to look antique, just look more interesting. If only we looked at humans more like that. You know, you can have a weathered face. like mine.
She thinks that because she's getting old, guys.
Yeah.
That's all.
Yeah, but no, to be honest, my face doesn't look very weathered. You've really got to have a characterful face. The sort of face that makes you
Yeah.
look... Okay, I found one. Here you go. This is
Anthony
a good one.
Hopkins. Maybe.
Nah, this one's better. This one's better.
Oh, okay.
American Indians.
This one. That's a weathered face. Guys get away with it. Women, not so much.
Oh, more and more, I think.
I hope so. But then I think
I don't mind it.
sometimes you can look a bit too weathered.
I can tell you this is not me.
Okay.
This one would have been bad.
That's my grandpa.
The surfer blood can't be withered.
Clint Eastwood is my grandpa.
That's not me. Or maybe when he was younger? No?
I'm just trying to see if I can find this one. This one definitely is not me.
What is it? Oh, it doesn't want to load.
Oh my god.
Yeah, photo bucket can be a bit
Sad.
slow sometimes. But that's weathered.
Oh, gosh.
That's weathered. Okay.
That's weathered as well.
It's mask.
Yeah, it's a mask,
So it
but it's a
means
weathered mask. It just means worn, looking worn, and as if it's been out in the weather. If you think about leaving something out in the rain and the wet and the damp, and yeah, you can end up with this weathered look, weathered effect
And
as well.
and can it means irregular? I mean, we are used to kind of symmetry.
In a warped way, yeah, something warped.
All right.
But it's more the
Okay.
patina.
If you want,
It's more the patina.
if you want to call that look irregular, maybe.
Irregular?
Okay.
No, because irregular, I don't like it. It sounds like this is not acceptable.
No.
Irregular.
Irregular can also mean not even. An irregular surface just means it goes up and down. It's not even. So it doesn't always
Okay.
mean unusual. It can just mean uneven. Okay?
All right.
Uneven is 3, like number.
Uneven is also
Is it
numbers,
like-
but it can also mean if you've got a wobbly chair, the legs are uneven. They're not at the same length. Okay?
So you can
Oh, okay.
fall over.
Okay, so whether I am wrong or right, yeah, okay. And then the last line, how should that be written?
What is the last one? Oh, it shows me straight away the way Oscar pronounced it first.
Oh, well done, Oscar.
Striping.
Yeah.
Yes.
Straight with the GHT. Well
I
done.
agree with
Yeah,
Oscar.
well done, Marco. Yeah. Hey, that's weird. Marco's
Straight
is
away,
before.
it's one word, no?
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're helping
Sorry,
each other.
you're quite
Good.
right.
You?
Yes.
Martin, you have to get ready.
Well
you are going to
done.
register. We are good, guys. We are a good team.
Yeah, great.
Yeah, of course. We are learning at the same time.
Yes.
Okay, now do be aware that you might find straight away written as 2 words. It's not strictly speaking wrong. It's just what I call alternative spelling. Yeah.
Okay, because it's one word as well.
It's 1 word as well,
Straight
yes. Yeah. Especially in British
So
English. Yeah.
it's more. Okay, so it's more 1 word than 2 words. Most of the time, it's
Most
one
of the
word.
time
Like a
it's
word.
1 word because it's an adverb. Okay. So to show somebody straight
Gosh.
away means now, adverb, immediately. Okay. So if you think about immediately rather than straight away, then you can kind of get it. Okay, 1 word.
All right, straight away.
Okay. Good. So I think it's Martin's
Martin!
turn.
Martin, you are here. Your turn. Oh, wait, whiskey.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's here. He's hoping we've forgotten him. He sits quietly in the corner, hopes we forget him.
Yeah.
Okay, Martin, if you would like to read the corrected version, okay?
Okay. I strike a key and type a word and wait for it to say whether I am wrong or right. It shows me straight away.
Yeah, very good. Careful of
Well done.
straight. Sounded a bit Australian. Straight. So straight, like 8. Okay, it rhymes with 8. Try it again.
Martin, nothing wrong with sounding Australian.
Straight away, mate.
That's it. Straight
So,
away.
hang on, Tom. Martin, do you want to try it straight?
Straight.
That's it. Lovely. Good. Well done. How are we doing for time? Have you guys got time to do one more, or should we leave the last 3 till next week? Are you able to be here next week, Zom?
I should be back. Yes. I will be here next week.
Oh, excellent. Then I think.
I'm afraid I must leave straight away.
You must leave straight away. Okay. I thought
Keep
maybe
going next week.
we'll keep going next week. We've just got 3 more to do. So well done.
And then next week she will speak English with a German accent as well.
I did that
Okay,
today.
excellent.
Hey, no, I did it today.
No, Mommy, I was on there, and I have to.
Sorry.
It's
In Absolute Beginners, I actually spoke. I
I'm
get
looking forward
silly.
to
I get
hearing.
silly in Absolute Beginners because I have to speak so slowly. It gives me time to be daft.
so I will watch the
Okay,
replay of
thank
it.
you, Lynn. Thank you, guys.
Thank you,
See
Oscar.
you.
Good
Bye-bye,
job.
Oscar.
Well done.
Thanks,
Bye.
Oscar.
Next
Thanks,
week.
Oscar.
Take care.
Bye.
Surfer block.
Surfer bloke, yes. Oh, absolutely. That hair, I didn't realise. I was so like thinking, oh, how can I explain? And I looked around and I thought, oh, Oscar's hair. It's definitely must.
It's definitely must. Yes. It's a very interesting poem, this one. A lot
It's
of words to
great,
learn,
isn't it? Lots of words to learn, but also
Yeah.
realising that it's
The
a great.
pronunciation.
Yeah, I mean, not all the pronunciation is the same. It's just showing how a word could be mistyped and it won't be picked up by any spell checker. But the ones that actually rhyme, and when you say them as it should be, even though that's not what's written in front of you. Your brain is correct. I mean, you have to be at a certain level to do that. I think it's easier in some ways to read that poem when you're a complete beginner.
When you are not yeah.
And you're not correcting
for
it in
us.
your head. Yeah, you're just not correcting it in your head.
we are
then.
not correcting it.
Alongside with rapping, it should be become
But we can't
our
understand anything.
tradition.
It should become a tradition. Okay, we can do it every year. No, I couldn't do this more than once. in my
Alongside
life.
with rapping.
Yeah, I agree with you, Rema, because every year there are different people. There can be different people, and I think this one should be kind of part of.
Well, it's
I'm not going
strange.
to
It's
say
working. I'll be honest. It's working in this session because everybody's getting involved and enjoying it and not getting stressed by it. Apart from Martin, I think he's a little stressed by it. But when I did the Dearest Creature session in Skype, because that's what April wanted to do, absolute disaster. People took it far too seriously. And they really got frustrated by it. So that's why I put it onto VoiceThread in the end. And I said, okay, April, do it on VoiceThread. I will listen and correct. And she did a fantastic job. So, we just did it as like
That's
a private
fun,
thing.
because the fun is because we challenge each other and listening to Rema, listening to Oscar, Martin not so much because you haven't been speaking too much this time. It helps me with my own pronunciation actually. So not just your feedback, Lynn. I mean other people's the way they speak it. So it's fun.
Yeah.
And it helps me.
Yeah,
Because if
but
I'm
your
just
idea
doing
of
it on my
fun
own,
is your idea of fun is somebody else's idea of feeling, I don't know, sort of mocked or under
Okay.
pressure or being judged. You know, it just did not work. It really didn't work, and it was no fun for me either.
Okay,
so I
so
was like,
people have got to know each other then.
I
What
think
you are
so. I
saying.
think people have to be in a
Yeah,
quite
yeah.
trusting atmosphere, so that
Yeah,
they can
okay.
feel.
Trusting.
Yeah, I think there's a measure of trust. Of, you know, we're laughing, but we're not laughing at you.
Yeah,
Do you know what I
No,
mean?
definitely not.
No, but we're laughing, and we're laughing because of the mistakes. But
Of
we're not
course,
laughing
it
at
is
you
laughing. We
because
are
we're
making
all laughing.
mistakes and
Yeah,
we can't get it
it's
right.
funny.
And we had so that's fun. That's all.
but yeah, some people
Yes,
just take it
because
all a
this
bit
is
too
positive
seriously, I guess.
atmosphere.
Yeah, I think just some people get things a little too seriously. Okay, Rima, bye, and Martin, bye. Thanks so much for coming and taking
Okay.
part.
Thank you
So,
very much.
Okay,
bye,
you're
guys.
welcome.
Thank you.
Always a pleasure.
I hope we will be around next time too, because we need to be a group to do that.
I
Just
think so,
one-on-one
yes.
to me.
So don't be scared.
Thank you, and
Hope so.
Take care.
See you
Bye,
next
Martin.
time.
See you next time.
Bye.
Yes.
See you next time, Martin.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Let's go. Oh. Okay. So I'm going to.
Yep, take care.
See you next
Lovely to
Thursday.
see you. Yeah, thanks
Yeah.
thanks for the idea of it. Honestly, I'd never thought of doing it because of my experience with Dearest Creature. And I'm really enjoying it. It's good fun.
I didn't know what to expect, but I'm very happy and I'm very happy that they are playing with, they accept Rema and Martin and other people, because on your own, you can't have, it was a bit difficult for me and I couldn't work it out, and it's not as fun because I'm not a native speaker, and sometimes I'm just reading with a mistake and I can't figure out what it should be.
Yeah.
So I took it like as a riddle, but it's really something you have to do as a group to really enjoy it, as a learner anyway.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Because,
I agree. And I'll be honest, I've never really analysed it in that way. When I first saw it, it was one of those anonymous things that were around the internet. And I was like, oh, I like that. So I'll put that on the website and that'll be great. And people will enjoy it and have a laugh. And I never really thought about, okay, let's look at it word for word or record it or anything like that. And it's really good. It's really interesting as well.
Yeah. And what I would like is to challenge, if they accept, I will do it as well, is that to record
On Spreaker.
myself on Spreaker. And I would love Rema to do it as well, and maybe broadcast it on English radio. I don't know what. But,
Oh, cool!
Yeah, it would be great. So I will try on the forum to set up the thread with the challenge and invite Rema, Monique. Monique was there 2 weeks ago doing it.
Yep.
And Martin as well, and might be fun.
Yeah,
And
why not?
And, it could be great. I don't know. Let's see. I hope they will take part, because we. Well, anyway, we'll see.
Okay.
That's all.
Brilliant idea. Okay, you take care then. Have fun. Bye.
See you. Bye bye.
See you. Okay.
If you look for this, you should.
Yeah.
You should find it in.
It's about halfway down the page, but I can type it up into cut and paste it into chat. Okay. So
Like you did last time, yeah.
yeah, I think it's easier that way, especially if people have got a slow connection. Okay,
Sure.
so obviously we have to read it out as it is written to start with. So Zom, you're on. And this one's really difficult.
Fair enough, friend. I want you to do the point. Now spelling does not faze me. It does not bring a tear. My papers hold you glad then, with wrapped words fair as hair.
Okay, wrapped. You'd say this wrapped.
Wrapped.
Wrapped, yeah. To wrap is the verb. Okay, very good. Well done. I would say my papers.
Yeah,
My pay purrs, because it's like my pay is purring.
Yeah, my pay purrs, and then it's all Do you glad then? But it doesn't
Do
make
you
sense.
glad den? Do you glad den? Because then it's
Do you
like
glad
glad
den?
is working. Glad is working like an adjective for den. I don't know what a glad den would be.
What is a den? A den is, for me, it's for the chook. It's a place where you put the chook or stuff, and animals.
What's a chook for the other people here? What's a chook?
Chicken.
A chicken,
Sorry.
yes. I know
So
what
sorry,
it
so
is,
sorry,
but
guys.
I'm like, it's where you put the chook, mate. Yeah, no, that's
Oh.
I would not put a chicken in a den. A chicken might find
So
a
you
den
meant
to hide
box?
from. It's a coop, chicken
Ah.
coop. Okay, a den is more
Alright.
for animals, yes, but it's where animals hide, and also men like to have a den. Okay, where they can go and do manly things. Yeah, they go like a man
the shed?
cave nowadays.
And shed.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, a man
Alright.
cave, but a den. And
Yeah,
as children, you might build a den for like a secret club, somewhere to go and hide away from the parents and adults. Yeah, a den.
Is that underground?
Not necessarily anywhere that's hidden away. And then, of course, you can have a den of iniquity, which is great fun. Has
Den of
anybody
iniquity.
ever been into a den of iniquity?
I don't even understand what it means.
Okay, it's basically somewhere that's a very bad reputation.
Not yet.
Very bad reputation.
With,
Immoral, illegal sort of thing.
Prostitution.
All sorts. Drinking. This pub, for some people, this
booze,
pub would be a den of
dancing.
iniquity. Yeah, absolutely.
This pub?
Yeah. It's
Okay.
got alcohol in it. What a den of iniquity. Yeah.
Just
It's-
because I've got
perspective
alcohol at my
matters. I mean,
place.
to me, it's just a
not
pub,
den.
but nightclubs can be dens of iniquity, drug dealing, etc., wild dancing. It all depends on your
Place can
perspective.
be too.
I think
there
so,
is
yeah.
alcohol.
Yeah.
Yes. Wine.
Oh,
Okay, yes.
Rima, you've just put it is. I'm regular. Okay, I'm very glad to hear you're regular. Does that mean you've been eating your prunes? Yeah,
You
I'm
said,
a
like-
regular. I'm a regular. If you say to somebody I'm regular, it tends to mean your bowel movements, okay? Your doctor might ask you,
No,
are
that's
you
not Rima.
regular? Now, you know how I say to you that articles are important? Now you know why.
Yeah.
As she's streaming Rema, I'm not. Everybody's going to listen to this.
Yeah, but it's a good example. Okay, so very well done to you, Zom. What should it say?
So now spelling does not phase. I'm not sure, but I don't know. Not is not. Now spelling does not phase. Phase? I don't know.
Yeah, it's a verb that's needed there, and phase written with a PH is a noun. You know, oh, she's going through a phase, a teenage phase. But to phase someone means to disturb them or to worry them. That question
phase?
really phased me. Type it up. Yes, F-A-Z.
Not a second, but a third meaning.
Oh, always. Especially.
To go to some bad place.
I'm sorry, Rema?
When you say to someone to get noted, to go to somewhere,
place.
some bad
Yeah.
place.
Yeah, go away. Get knotted. I'm not listening
Oh,
to you.
go away.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
not a rude word. Okay.
It is rude. Yeah, it is rude. But you can
It
type.
is rude, but it's
Okay,
not like
what's
swearing.
you still get into trouble at school if you told your teacher to get knotted. Now, what if you tie? What if two people tie the knot? What does that mean? Rima, I believe you've tied the knot.
People tied the knot, like as a sailor tied the knot, or
No, two people who were in love tie the knot.
Gosh.
get
suppose
married,
what?
maybe.
Yeah, to get married. Yeah, to tie the knot can mean to get married. It's an idiom, to get married. Okay.
Oh,
To
okay.
tie knots to get married.
Not
What?
to tie
Why
knots.
Why not? Why not?
It's-
That's not fair.
It's
So when you get married, you should tie, not make a knot. It
to
should be like your
tie
shoelaces.
the knot. But don't say
like-
knots. We don't tie the knots. You tie the knot. If you're in knots, then you're worried. You're If you're tied in knots, then it basically means you feel really nervous. Yeah, my stomach felt like it was tied in knots. Yeah.
Ah, okay.
And that's so careful of the word knots. Totally different to tie the knot.
So-
My stomach felt.
What's the difference? What's the difference in when you've got butterflies in your stomach?
That can be
and,
nice.
your stomach.
That can be nice. Butterflies are nice. They're cute, and they're just like you're nervous, but it's a nice
Romance,
nervous.
people romance.
Yeah, it's so like, oh, I'm
okay.
in love. But if you're really worried, if you're really concerned, then you feel like, oh God, no, and your stomach's tied in knots, and you've got no appetite, and yeah, you don't want that kind of feeling. That's a more negative feeling. Okay.
Right. Okay.
And don't tie yourself in knots. Okay.
Tie a stress.
Good.
if you
Yeah.
like.
Take it aside.
Yeah. Don't tie yourself in knots over it. It's only English. Okay. Yeah, that's it. Now spelling does. Now the first one, there's a miswritten word before that though. Now spelling does.
N-O-T.
Yes, N-O-T, not K-N-O-T. Does everybody know what K-N-O-T is? Not?
Yeah. When you have a string of something and you fold it. When you do you. Oh gosh, I can't speak. Knot. How can you explain a knot?
Can be several things.
For me, you've
One
got a
is-
string of. Yeah.
One is speed unit,
Yes.
a measurement
Oh
unit.
yeah. That's
Another
Are
thing
you wishing
is
you'd thought
what
of that
you-
one, Zom?
yeah.
What you
Sorry.
tie from your shoes.
No,
The
no, no, no,
shoelaces,
no,
you
no.
knot them.
No, you don't want to knot your shoelaces because then they wouldn't come undone. You tie a bow. You tie your shoelaces, okay?
Okay.
You
You
tie.
knot the
Yeah.
waist bag,
In a
the waist basket bag. Maybe you knot it. The waist basket, the waist, the bag where you throw away the rubbish at home. You knot it before throwing it away.
Oh right, yes, the bag, the plastic bag. I've got you now. Okay, yes. When you're.
But rope sailors.
Yeah, exactly. It's
Then
much
they-
better, Rima. Yeah, sailors tie knots in ropes to stop ships from sailing away or to stop the sails from falling down. So yeah, a knot is normally tied in a rope or a piece of string. Or and if you do tie a knot in your shoelaces, you might have to cut them undone because the idea of a knot is it's secure and it doesn't come undone easily. Whereas a bow, you normally tie your shoelaces in a bow, which is easy. And as we know, don't we, Zom? They've proven how to tie your shoelaces so that they don't come undone accidentally. Yet sailing knots, exactly. Macrame as well. Macrame is the art of knotting things. But don't tell somebody to get knotted because that's rude.
Oh,
Okay.
there is always a third knot.
Oh gosh.
Here we go. And here we
Jingle
are.
first.
It's Speakeasy on a Thursday night in the pub in Kitely. Yay! And today, Zom's here, so guess what we're going to do today, guys?
I have a spelling checker.
Ah, exactly. Can anybody remember
Yeah.
where we got up to last time?
Wow.
Hmm.
Where is... I have to open...
We got almost till the end.
No.
No, we didn't. It might have felt like it, but no, about halfway through.
I think... I think now we have
Wait,
to
do you-
start
you
right
have
with
the link?
here. It's quite a feat. So
Yeah, I can give you the
Because we
link.
did-
I can give you the link. Hang on.
now spelling does not phase me. We did that. So I think it's the next stanza.
Okay.
So
Are you sure we did that? Now spelling does not phase me?
yeah, I think I'm not so sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, either we did it, either we are at it at this point.
Yeah, I think that's where we got to. I think. I know we did the one before.
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
pretty sure about it too. Yes, yeah, probably we are at this one, at this stanza. We haven't done this one.
Yeah,
Now
I
spelling
think so.
does not.
I think so.
Sorry? Which one?
The
Which
one that
paragraph?
starts now spelling. I will write it down. Well, I'm too slow. Now spelling doesn't not those. Oh, I'm not writing correctly.